Hello, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman. And this is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. And it's August 24, 1969. We got Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. And I'm going to be setting this up. This ball game. My coffee brewing. We'll get the crowd noise later once the game begins. Oh, Christ. Let's see here. Oh. Pittsburgh. There we go. Oh, Kathy Harden, how are you? You heard that. Early bird special indeed. Great to have you. I woke up at about 4:10 and I said, you know, I bet you Kathy's getting up now. Ugh. I am gonna have to put these, put these teams together. This won't take long. Crowd noise will come once we get ready. First, let me get a cup of, oh my back. Oh, let me get a cup of coffee. Oh, Lord. Thank you very much, Kathy, for being patient. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, that's good coffee. Thank you, Dan. Thank you very much. I'm going to enjoy that coffee indeed. I'm drinking it now. Got some early risers here. Let me just plot these in. He's fielding. Oh, that's good coffee. Ah. Oh. Ah. Thank you very much, Dan. Thank you very much for those kind words. It's Jeffrey Guterman, and we are doing our Strat-O-Matic 1969 replay, August 24, 1969, final game of this four-game series. It was a doubleheader. The Pirates swept, and then Cincinnati won the third game. And Cincinnati will try to get a split here. It's Jim Maloney, right-hander for the Reds, and the southpaw Bob Veale. Maloney with 11 wins, Veale with 12. Let's look at our lineups. For the Reds, it's Ted Savage in left field. Tolan in center, Rose in right. Tony Perez at third, bench catching. Lee May at first, Chico Ruiz at second, Woody Woodward at short, and the pitcher Jim Maloney, the right-hander. For the Pirates, they'll have Matty Alou leading off in center. It's Richie Hebner at third, Stargell in left, Clemente in right, Al Oliver at first base, Sanguillen behind the plate, Gene Alley at second, Patek at short, and the pitcher, left-hander Bobby Veale. Reds are 11 games behind the first-place Braves. The Pirates have a 9-game lead over St. Louis. Looking ahead at our schedule, the next game is Cleveland at Seattle, a real yawner. Then it's Atlanta at St. Louis. So St. Louis has a chance to move within a game, 8 games, if Pittsburgh loses and St. Louis wins. So we'll be looking forward to those ball games. We're at Forbes Field, and you got a whole new fresh pad here. Beautiful, thick, luscious fresh pad. Thank you very much, Kathy. Very kind of you. And I enjoy Strat-O-Matic more than any other activity I do these days. I mean, maybe not, I don't know. Smoking weed and drinking coffee is another category. That's more in the drug, but I think Strat-O-Matic is a drug. Well, Ted Savage leads it off. And Veale is on the mound. Love these early games. Okay, Veale is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Savage. Yeah, there's 3-5 left-handed. Struck him out. And I think you're going to be for Pirates, Kathy. I'm just guessing. I could be wrong. So the game is underway. Here's Bobby Tolan. This is lefty-lefty. I could be wrong. Oh, yeah, Kathy for the Pirates. Okay, Veale now. The windup and the pitch to Tolan. That's 1-5. And he struck him out. That's 2 strikeouts in order to start off the game. And here's Pete Rose, switch hitter. He'll bat right against Veale. And the pitch to Rose. That's 4-7. Switch hitter batting right, he walked him. So Rose takes first. Look at him run to first base. On the walk, they call him Charlie Hustle. So Rose is on first with 2 outs. And here's Tony Perez. Beautiful morning for a ball game, I'll tell you. Still dark outside. Guess you can call this a night game, huh? If you wanted to. Makes sense, it's dark enough. Ah. Okay, here's Veale now. And the pitch to Perez. 6'8" right-handed. There's a base hit by Tony. Rose hustles to third. So with 2 outs, now the Reds have first and third. And the batter is Johnny Bench. Veale trying to get out of this now. And here's the pitch to Bench. That's 3-9 left-handed, and it's a fly ball to center field. And Matty Alou is under it. He makes the catch, and the side is out. So it's no runs. A single, a walk, and 2 left on. And after a half, at Cincinnati nothing, Pittsburgh coming to bat. Jim Maloney. On the mound. He was 12-5 in real world. 27 starts. He was hurt part of the season, but overall he had a good year. Here's Maloney now, and he's ready. Matty Alou steps in for the Pirates. The pitch from Maloney. That's 4-9 left-handed. He walked Matty Alou. So Alou takes first. Being held. I don't think he's going to go with Bench. Hebner is an A bunter, by the way. Left-handed hitter. But we're going to let him hit away here. Maloney from the stretch, and the pitch to Hebner. That is 6'8", left-handed. He grounds it to second, forcing Alou. And it's Hebner on first with 1 out. And that'll bring up Willie Stargell. From the stretch, Maloney. That's 1-5 against the right-hander. That's hit into the gap for a double. Let's see if Hebner will stretch it. He's rounding third. 1-12. He'll hold. That would be a 1-10 with Tolan. So it's second and third, 1 out, and here's Clemente. One of the best ever. And he knows what to do. It's second and third with 1 out. Here's Maloney now. And the pitch to Roberto. Just a fly ball, Robert. 2-9, he grounds it to short. And that's going to be 2 outs. I shouldn't have said Robert, because it is Roberto. So, a ground out by Clemente holding the runners. Infield was back, and here's Oliver. Clutch situation here. Maybe we should have sent Hebner home, but so be it. The pitch to Oliver. Excuse me, 3-9 right-handed. Chops it to first base, and that's picked up by Lee May. He takes it to the bag, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, a walk, a double, and 2 left on. After 1, it's scoreless. On this beautiful pad here. I love it when I start a new pad. I have 3 of them left, not counting this one. This is 200 games. I got 3 others. That's 800 games. And I only have less than 500 left for this replay, so I'm good. Got enough. I made sure when I won a $50 gift certificate from Strat-O-Matic for a contest that I bought up pads. Well, here comes Bob Veale now. Just something about starting a new pad that is very, very nice. Very, yeah, just the aesthetics of it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be Lee May leading it off here, top of the second. Okay, Veale is ready. And the pitch to May. That's 5'10" right-hander. Grounds it to short X. Here's our first X shot of the morning. It's Patek 336. That's a 15-3. That's going to be a G1. Patek A36. That's 245. Whoa, it's a rare play. Oh, yummy. A G1 rare play. If there is a runner on first, which there isn't, with no runners on, the batter grounds out. With no runner on first. So it is a ground out. Oh, so it didn't seem like such a rare play to me. Lee May grounds out to short. Yeah. That was a breakup of a double play. Anyway. There's 1 out. Here's Chico Ruiz. Okay, Veale now. The windup and the pitch to Chico. Whoa. Whoa, there it is. That's a 4-7, switch hitter batting right. He walked him, so Chico is on. Just something about using the super advanced. I feel it's just more realistic. I feel like, for example, that this ground ball to short is very real, very valid, you know. So Chico is on first with one out. Here's Woody Woodward. And Jim Maloney comes out on deck. Veale from the stretch. And the pitch to Woodward. That 6-5 right-handed struck him out. And that's the third by Bob Veale. 2 away. And here comes Maloney. He's a good hitter. He's a 7 NR. All right, Veale gets the sign from Sanguillen. From the stretch, he's set, and the pitch to Maloney. That's 3-7. He grounds it to short. Ruiz was not being held. I didn't say anything. And he's a C I wouldn't have anyway. And the side is retired. So it's no runs. No hits, the walk to Chico. And he was left on base after 1.5. It's a scoreless ball game. It's just a lovely game. It's respite. I got my worries, folks. But nobody's gonna. There's no imminent danger, and these things have a way of working themselves out. Yeah. So we'll just strum along and enjoy the ball game here. We have Kathy Harden here. I don't know if Dan is still here. He popped in to say good morning, which was very nice of him. Jim Maloney takes the mound. He'll face Sanguillen to get it started. I think I'm going to refill that coffee if you don't mind. Look how nice that is. It's such a nice, you don't quite get that. Beautiful. Hey, John West, good morning. Oh, it's still there. I started a new pad this morning. And I know it's kind of sick, but there's a certain aesthetic feel that I enjoy when I start a new pad. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get some coffee if you don't mind, as Sanguillen steps out of the box for a moment. Yeah, indeed, Kathy. Indeed. Good coffee here. Today is Tuesday, huh? Okay. Whatever happens, happens. Here's Manny Sanguillen facing Maloney. He got into a bit of trouble. He had second and third, one out, but he got out of it. That was in the first. Scoreless. Bottom of the second here. Here's Maloney and the pitch to Sanguillen. That is 1-6 right-handed. He flies it to center field, and that's right for Tolan. He's under it. He makes the catch, and that's one away. Here in the bottom of the second. Gene Alley now. Oh, that is very good coffee. Very, very, very good coffee there. Enjoying that so much. Something special about the early morning, folks. Only the birds are chirping. Oh, that's so tasty. Okay, Maloney gets a sign from bench. into his windup and the pitch to Veale. That is 2-5 right-handed. It's a fly ball to left field. And Savage makes the catch, 2 outs for Freddie Patek. And Bob Veale comes out on deck. Just a lovely ball game. Good morning, Road Scholar has arrived. Oh, I love these early risers. Road Scholar, where are you in the United States? You on the East Coast? I think I may have forgotten. And where are all of you? If some of you are on the West Coast, Lord, you're up late. Here's Patek now. My old stomping grounds. You talking New York? I was born and raised in New York. I took it for granted as a kid, even though I loved it. Oh, you're in the UK, of course. So, I guess it's about, what is it, about 10:30 over there, huh? Dan. Dan's in the UK. Oh, my Lord Road Scholar. Isn't that cool? 10 miles south of Strat headquarters. Okay, Patek, the pitch from Maloney. That's 5-5 right-handed. He walked him, so Patek is on. That's the second walk given up by Maloney today. I remember the South Bales, Port Washington location. I don't know if you remember that, Road Scholar. It was close enough for me to ride there by bicycle from Roslyn. Used to love it. It's 2 outs, and Patek is on first. Bob Veale, his first plate appearance in the ball game. I don't know if you remember or heard of that South Bales location. And then they moved to Glen Head. But to me, that South Bales location was the classic location. Okay, Maloney from the stretch with Patek on first, 2 outs. The pitch to Veale, he's a switch hitter. That's 4-11. He'll be batting left, and he grounds it to first. Lee May scoops it up, and he takes it to the bag, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits. The walk to Patek. He was left on base. We've gone 2 innings, and it's scoreless here in the 4th and final game of this series. In fact, these 2 teams met the next year in 1970, as many of you know, in the National League Championship Series with the Reds beating the Pirates. Okay, Bob Veale comes out. He's going to pitch his 3rd inning here. No runs, 1 hit, 2 walks, struck out 3. And it'll be the top of the order, Ted Savage. Yeah, I used to ride my bicycle out there. I remember one summer in particular. You know, the football cards came out in the summer. And I thought that was awfully cool. And I remember one day I drove, I think it was the 72 set. I'm not sure. Could have been 71, probably 71. Which would mean in the summer of 72, you ride your bicycle out, get the whole set of Strat-O-Matic football. Which is an absolutely awesome game. Okay, Savage leading it off. He struck out by Veale in the first. Veale is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Savage. That's going to be a 1-5 left-handed. And that's a shot hit out to left. Running for it is Stargell. Oh, Pops! Pops makes the catch. Oh, what a catch by Pops. Oh, I didn't think he was going to be able to get that. Let's look at that again. It's a 1-5 against the left-hander. Double 1-14. Pops on his horse. And he makes the catch. You've got to enliven these close split calls. Stargell on his horse. That's a nice catch by Wilbur. There's one away. Okay, here's Bobby Tolan. Oh, that was hit well by Savage. Oh. Stargell was positioned well in the first place, and so he got a good jump on that. Okay, Tolan steps in, left-handed hitter. This is lefty-lefty. Here's Veale now. And the pitch to Tolan. That's going to be a 4-12 left-handed. Uh-oh. Tolan hits it deep. To right field. That's for Stargell now. Stargell. And Stargell makes the catch. 2 outs. That was quite a sight to see Stargell on his horse, wasn't it? Yeah. 2 outs now. A long fly to left, and then Tolan with a shot to right, a 4-12 end home run, 1-5, and Stargell caught up with that. So it's 2 outs, and here's Pete Rose. Yeah, no, Stargell knows left field for sure. He knows that. And we're in old Forbes Field. Absolutely. Here's Pete Rose now. Here's Veale now, the windup and the pitch to Rose. That's 6-7, switch hitter batting right. And that is a grounder to third. It's scooped up by Hebner. And he throws it to Oliver. And that will retire the side, a 1-2-3 inning by Veale. And after 2.5, it's a scoreless ball game. I'd say it's a very, very nice game. I guess only Clemente knows it better than Stargell, right? Especially that right field at Forbes Field. I forgot what they called it, a porch, a sort of a... Oh. Ooh. Okay, Maloney now out for his third inning. It's going to be the top of the order for the Pirates. Pirates with a 9-game lead in the National League East. They've been steady all summer and slowly building up that lead. It's St. Louis now, 9 games in second place, passing the Cubs, the NL champs. Here's a left-handed hitter, leading it off. It's Maloney now. and the pitch to Alou. That's 2-8 right-handed. Grounds it to second. And Chico has it. Throws it over to Lee May, 1 out. I didn't even check to see if the Dodgers won yesterday. Let me go take a gander at that. Oh, Lord, they lost. Wow. So the Braves beat the Phillies 5-4. And Arizona beat the Dodgers 4-2. And today, we'll have the AL games. Isn't that strange? Okay, yeah. Arizona leads 2-0 in games. Wow. Dodgers have some making up to do. Okay, Hebner is the batter. He reached on a force in the first. Here's Maloney now, the windup and the pitch to Hebner. That is 1-4 right-handed. He struck him out. First strikeout for Maloney. It's 2 away, and here comes Pops. Pops doubled in the first. Okay, Maloney is ready here. Here's the windup and the pitch to Stargell. That's going to be 1-6 right-handed, and it's a fly ball to left field. Wait a minute, that is a ballpark effect. Oh, Lord help me, God. Rhodes Scholar, it's a ballpark effect. Stargell left-hander in Pittsburgh, if I'm not mistaken. Left-hander. Home run 1. It's a fly ball to right field. And the side is retired. It was pretty big porch out there. I did my first ballpark effect there. Rhodes Scholar. And the side is retired. I think that's what that is. 1-6 diamond. That is a fly ball left, but that is a ballpark effect. And what we do is we go to the diamond is the arrow is the possible single, but the home run possibility. And it's in Pittsburgh, and as you see, he's a left-handed hitter. The chance was only 1 out of 20 to be a home run. So it's a fly ball to right, even though that was left. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's weird. They do it as right. And the side is retired. It's a 1-2-3. So it's scoreless after 3 here. I haven't had one of those yet. Yeah, it's good stuff. The only thing I want to point out, we're going to take a little break here, 3 minutes, but if we were just playing advanced, it would have been a fly ball to left. With this, they made it a fly ball to right. It's, I'm always looking for inconsistencies. I don't really think it's a big deal. And with 2 outs, we're at a scoreless ball game. My name's Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. I'll be back in just a few minutes. I'm enjoying this ball game. And yeah, that was my first ballpark effects. Loved it. It was awesome. That's easy stuff. I don't know about the clutch hitting. You know, I looked, Rhodes Scholar looked at the clutch hitting. I even did some searches online about people's views about it, and it just doesn't seem to be worthwhile. Let alone, I don't even know if it's valid, how valid it is, but. The ballpark effects are very easy to incorporate. Okay, yeah. Singles will always be a line out to second for lefties and a line out to short for righties. Makes sense, Rhodes Scholar. That's just I guess that's just the way they do it, yeah. So we've gone 3 beautiful innings. We got a fresh new pad, game 1503. It's Maloney and Veale. August 24, 1969 replay, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes and continue this very, very tight ball game. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. It's still dark here, but it's not even 6 a.m. Still pitch black. Well, we're back and continue this ball game. Both pitchers retired the side in order. In the third, Veale comes out. I'm going to get some more coffee here. Got some real early risers here. Wow. Tony Perez will lead it off. Perez singled in the first, was left on base. And he steps into the box. Here's Veale now. And the pitch to Tony. That's 6-11, right-handed, fly ball left field for Pops. And Pops is there, one out. Here's Johnny Bench. Oh. That's interesting, John. But is the result on the player's card always an out? That's the issue. I'm not even sure if it's always an out. No, it's not. So, in other words, if you got this on bench and it was an out, you go back to this. And it would be a 1-17 on bench here. I don't know. Is that realistic, though? That seems to... But you see here, you take like a 2-9 on bench. I don't know if you can see it. Ballpark effect, home run 1-17. And if he gets an out, you go back to this. If he gets an out on the chart, the effect chart, you go back to this and he still has a chance to hit a home run. That doesn't seem to... that just doesn't seem to jive with it. But okay. Here's bench now. Veale into his windup and the pitch to bench. That's 6-12, right-handed. Grounds it to first X. That's only our second X here. That's going to be Oliver. He's a 213. He's a good fielder. That's going to be 13-2. That's going to be a G1. This shouldn't be a problem for Oliver. He's a 13 here. We hope he gets it. 10-14. That's going to be an out. It's a G1 none. And he... Oh, it's a base hit. Oh, no. I'm sorry. It's batter. And that is, he is out, I'm pretty sure. You see, I'm new to this. He is out. So it's a ground ball to Oliver. Yeah, like I said, John, if the effect result is an out, it should be an out. But you're going back to the card and there's a chance that it'll be a home run. If it's a split or something. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand. Maybe I'm just being slow here. Here's Lee May now, 2 outs, nobody on. In other words, he's getting a chance to get a. Oh, you're saying only if it's a if the reading is a pure out. Okay, on the hitter's card. If it's a split, you don't go by that. Now I get it. Now I get it. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh yes. Now I get it, and that's more realistic because it'll be hit to the field intended from his card. That makes sense. I might try that. I might do that. That makes sense. Thank you. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Lee May now. And the pitch from Veale. That's going to be 3-8 left-handed. There it goes. It's deep to left field. And it's gone. Lee May with a home run here with 2 outs in the 4th off May. Off, I'm so sorry, off Veale. A solo shot by Lee May. Let's look at that again, please. 3-8 left-handed, clean. And that is a home run for Lee May. And I'll make it 1-0 Reds. For May, that's number 20. On the season. And that's a 1-0 ball game. Here's Chico Ruiz now. I got it now. I may do that, John. That's a good idea. What, you just thought of that yourself? You just figured that? To make it more realistic, you're saying. And plus, some of it might be like fly ball B, you know. Maybe Strat-O-Matic should put that as a condition. Here's Chico Ruiz now. 2 outs, nobody on, Veale. And the pitch to Chico. That's 4-9, switch hitter batting right. And that is a drive hit out into the gap. And Chico is standing on second with a double. So a home run with 2 outs. Now the double by Chico. But Woody Woodward comes up in a clutch situation. Okay, Veale now. The pitch to Woodward. 4-10 right-handed, and that's a grounder to short. Patek fields it, throws it over to Oliver, and the side is retired. But there was 1 run on the home run by Lee May. And in the middle of the 4th, it's 1-0 Reds. Here's Jim Maloney now, starting his 4th inning. His endurance is 7, Veale is 7. It's going to be Clemente to lead it off. Clemente 0 for 1, grounded to short in the 1st. Yes, yeah, John. And I also like how you can incorporate elements of super advanced, but you don't have to do them all. You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm doing super advanced fielding. I'm doing super advanced ballpark effects. That's about it. I think my next step might be fly ball outfield B question mark. The only question I have about that is if a fly ball B question mark is an automatic sacrifice fly, doesn't the question mark just create the chance of him not running or being thrown out? Whereas if you just went with the regular B, it's automatically a score. So that's what I don't understand. I suppose you could draw a throw from the outfielder and a runner on second could go to third, you know, that sort of thing. But that's the only question I have. I'll go read on it. Here's Maloney in his fourth inning. It's going to be Clemente to lead it off. He grounded to short in the first. Here's Maloney. 6-6, and he struck him out. That's the second strikeout for Maloney today. See, you have here's a fly ball on 1-9 on Oliver. It's a fly ball left field B question mark. And if I'm not mistaken, you take into account the runner and the arm. Just like if you're trying to advance, I'd have to go double check. And there's a chance for an out, a chance for the runner to be out. Whereas here, he scores, period. So you're just increasing outs. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Here's Oliver with 1 out, nobody on. Maloney now. The pitch to Oliver. That's for 4 left-handed. Catcher X. That's going to be bench 1-3. That's a 12-1. That's a G1. You guys may think I'm slow. On this, bench is a 3. That's 5-9, 12. And that's going to be no. So that's going to be a G1. I think it's a dribbler. Yeah, a dribbler right in front of the plate. And Bench hops on it and throws him out. 2 away. And here's Manny Sanguillen. I also use I guess it's a super advanced rule. 5 runs allowed in 1 inning makes the pitcher automatically reach fatigue. I do that. Here's Sanguillen now. Not that he'd be fatigued, but it captures the idea that he just doesn't have good stuff that day. It's 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Sanguillen. 5-7, right-handed, grounds it to short for Woodward. And he throws it over to Lee May at first, and it's a 1-2-3 again for Maloney. And the side is retired. It's a 1-0 ball game through 4. Here's Bob Veale now. He'll face Maloney to start it off, top of the 5th. Maloney a 7-R. Okay, Veale into his windup and the pitch to Maloney. That's 3-6, and he grounds it to third base for Hebner, and he throws it on to Oliver for the first out. Here's Ted Savage 0 for 2. Veale winds and the pitch to Savage. That's 1-7 left-handed. He walked him. So Savage is on with one out, and here's Bobby Tolan. A bunter, but we'll have him hit away here with one out. Veale gets the sign from Sanguian. He's set from the stretch. And the pitch to Tolan. That's 5-6 left-handed. Struck him out. That's the fourth strikeout for Veale today. 2 outs now. And Pete Rose, the batter. Rose walked and grounded to third. It's 2 outs with Savage on first. And the pitch from Veale. That's 110 left-handed. Base hit by Rose. Savage will go to second and hold. So it's first and second, 2 outs for Tony Perez. Always dangerous Tony here. Walked and singled, and flew to left. Veale trying to get out of this here. Here's the pitch to Tony now. That's 2-11, and he grounds it to third. And Hebner has it. Throws it to Oliver. And the side is retired, no runs. The Reds leave 2 on. Middle of the 6th here. It's a 1-0 ball game. It's going to be the bottom third of this Pirates order. Alley, Patek, and then Veale. In the bottom of the 6th for Pittsburgh. Here's Maloney now. And the pitch. That's 5-4 right-handed. That's going to be a grounder to third. Picked up by Perez. He's a 433 with nobody on. That's going to be 11-4. That's going to be a G3. Perez a 33. That's going to be 5-9, 13. Uh-oh, it's an E1. Looks like Perez might boot this. It's going to be a G3. E1, and he does boot it with nobody on. So Alley is on first, an error by Tony Perez. First error of the ball game. Alley is on first. And here's Freddie Patek now. Okay, Maloney now. The pitch to Patek. That's 210 right-handed. Struck him out. That's the third for Maloney today. And that brings up Bob Veale. Veale 1WS. Maloney from the stretch. And the pitch to Veale. That's a 6-6 switch hitter batting left. Grounds it to second, and that will be a double play. Turned by Chico. The side is retired. No runs, no hits, the error, none left. And after 5 innings, I had said 6 earlier. It's after 5. It's a 1-0 ball game. So it's a tight one here. Veale comes out to start his 6th inning. It's coffee time again. Bench will lead it off 0 for 2. Okay, bench steps in. Veale on the mound. It's 1-0 Reds. Here's the pitch from Veale. 3-4 left-handed, pops it up to short. And Patek makes the catch, 1 away. Now Lee May, the batter. May hit the home run. That's made the difference in this game. 1-0 ball game. Okay, Veale, he winds. And the pitch to May. 1-6 left-handed, and that's going to be a base hit by May. A base hit to left. His 2nd hit of the ball game. So May is on. And Chico comes up. Now Chico walked and doubled. Left on both times. Veale gets the sign from the stretch now. And the pitch to Chico. That's 5-8. Switch hitter batting right. Struck him out. And that's the 5th strikeout for Veale today. 2 away. For Woody Woodward. Okay, Veale now. Here's the pitch to Woodward. 2-9, left-handed, fly ball left field, pops again, is under it, and the side is retired. No runs, the single by May, he was left on base. Now we're in the middle of the 6th. And it's a 1-0 ball game. Maloney throwing shutout baseball, 1-hit shutout baseball. He's walked 2. Struck out 3. It's going to be the top of this order for the Pirates here. Matty Alou walked and grounded to second. All right, Maloney is ready. Here's the pitch to Alou. That's 210 right-handed. And that is a liner to second, caught by Chico. 1 out. Kathy Harden for the Pirates with a pirate flag. Here's Hebner now. Hebner 0 for 2, reached on a force left on in the first. Maloney looks in. He gets the sign. He's set. The windup and the pitch to Hebner. 2-5 right-handed. Grounds it to second for Chico again. And he throws it on over. And the Gravedigger grounds out. Somebody's got to do it, right? 2 outs. I say throw me in the ocean. Throw my corpse in the ocean. It's 2 outs, nobody on. I think burying the dead, it's a tradition that goes back thousands of years, even who knows how many, but maybe 10,000 years. I mean, they've found evidence of that. But I don't believe that there's anything left of you when you die. Nothing. I don't believe in a soul that survives the death of the body. I really don't. And it's quite liberating, I believe, you know. But that's another subject. Maybe if I had the energy, I would do seminars on here. But it's 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Pops now. Pops doubled and flew to right. Maloney, the windup and the pitch to Stargell. That's 6-2 left-handed, and that is going to be, let's see how the grass works on that one. That's a ballpark effect for Stargell, if I'm not mistaken. Is an upside. Is that a ballpark effect? I think he's still with me, because that would be Stargell, left-handed, in Pittsburgh. Single 1 to 16. Line out the rest, and it is a 17. It's a line out, but let me just double check that, folks. I'm gonna have to pull the instructions, because I don't want any funny business here. Because what a play that would be. Let's take a look here. Okay, ballpark singles up or down. Why is it not black though? Why is it white? Oh, when this symbol appears, you see, ignore the first reading. Instead, use the second reading in italics beneath it. Interesting. Okay. Jeez, I don't know why that is. So that was a 6-2 left-handed. Look at that. That's going to be a single 1-3 line out second. So it's a line out. So be it. And the side is retired. And after 6, it's a 1-0 ball game. Boy, Maloney's been tough in this ball game. One hitter. Okay, here's Veale now. This is his first endurance inning. And he'll face Maloney to start it off. Maloney is 7 NR. Glad I checked that. Here's Veale now. And the pitch to Maloney. That's a 6-4 right-hander. Grounds it to third X. Looks like that's going to be for Hebner. He's a 326. That's 13-3. That's a G2. And he is a 26. That's going to be 478. And that's going to be none. It's going to be a G2 none. And he's out. So that's one away. I didn't even have to look at that time because I'm getting better with that with batter. And here's Ted Savage. That was with nobody on, that's why. Bob Veale. The windup and the pitch to Savage. That's 4-7 right-handed. He walked him. So Savage is on. Second walk drawn by Savage today, and that's the fourth walk given up by Veale. So it's Savage on first, 1 out, and here's Bobby Tolan. It's 1-0 Reds. Here in the top of the 7th. Tolan 0 for 3, struck out twice. Here's Veale now. Whoops. Okay, Veale. From the stretch and the pitch to Tolan. That's 3-4 left-handed. Oh my. It's hit deep by Tolan to right field, and it's gone. Another home run. I think that's his 30th of the season, and it's a big one. 2-run home run, Kathy. Off Veale. And that's a tough blow to the Pirates there. It's a 3-4. Left-handed, home run 1-18, and that's gone. Tolan is among the leaders in the National League. That's his 25th, I'm sorry. He is in 5th place in the National League. And it's a 3-0 ball game. There's action in the Pirate bullpen. They used an awful lot of people in the 13-run game that they lost, and we may have no choice but to use. We're going to have no choice if needed. We'll have Bruce Dalcanton warming, but we're going to see if Veale can get out of this with 1 out, nobody on. He has not reached fatigue yet, but he's 1 hit or walk away. Here's Veale now. The pitch to Tolan. To Rose. That's 2-5. Left-handed. Grounds it back to Veale. And he throws to Oliver for the 2nd out. And now it's Tony Perez. 3-0 Reds now on the 2-run home run by Bobby Tolan. All right, Veale, the pitch to Perez. That's 2-7 left-handed, and he grounds it to short. Patek has it, throws to Oliver, and the side is retired. But 2 runs for the Reds. And it's the 7th inning stretch. It's a 3-0 ball game, but don't count the Pirates out. They've got hitting. It'll be Clemente, Oliver, and Sanguillen here in the bottom of the 7th. I'm going to take a break for just a couple minutes, folks. I'm not even going to put the sign up as Maloney gets ready. And I'll see how much coffee I have, see if I have to make some more coffee here. It's only 6:27 a.m. here on the East Coast. Our friend Rubes is in Hawaii, and it's 12:27 a.m. over there. And Kathy Harden for the Pirates, big time. 2 flags. And if you're wondering, it'll be Roberto Clemente, Oliver, and Sanguillen, all good hitters. Here in the bottom of the 7th. We'll see what happens. I have some to top off here. Oh. Yeah. There it goes. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh. Lord, that's good friggin' coffee. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Good coffee here. Oh. Oh. Ah. Okay, Maloney. One hit shutout for Maloney. It was a double by Stargell in the first. And other than that, he's walked 2. It was an error. Those have been all the base runners. Clemente is 0 for 2. Okay, here's Maloney now. The windup and the pitch to Clemente. That's 2-8, right-handed, and he walked him. So Clemente takes first. And Al Oliver is the batter. This is Maloney's first endurance inning. Oliver 0 for 2. Okay, here's Maloney from the stretch. And the pitch to Oliver. That's 6-3, left-handed. That'll be a fly ball to left X. That's going to be for Savage, a 3-7 with a runner on. This could be trouble for Savage. A 3-7, that's a 6-3. Oh, it's a single 2, an S2. That might be good. See if there's an error here. He's a 7. With a runner on, Clemente. He's a 7. Let's see if it's an error also. Pretty sure it's also a base hit though. That's gonna be 3, 4, 5, 6 on a E7. Yes, it's an E2. Oh my, this could be a 3-baser. Let's check it out. It's S2, E2. S2, E2. It's a single and an error. And he goes to third. All runners score. A single and a 2-base error. How do you like that? It's going to be a 2-base error. An error by Savage, and it's a huge one. He goes to third base, and Clemente scores. We're not going to give the run batted in because that was afforded through the error. But we'll see if it's unearned. But it's a 3-1 ball game. Now Maloney, 1 hit or walk away. And he's 1 hit or walk away from endurance. And they don't have much here, but we're gonna we'll go with Carroll, who is a right-hander, warming, even though he pitched last game. So Carroll warming in the bullpen. Big hit for Oliver and a big bad error by Savage. Here's Manny Sanguillen. It's Oliver on third with nobody out. Here's Maloney now. And the pitch to Sanguillen. That's 111 right-handed. He grounds it to first, holding Oliver. May took it to the bag. That's 1 out. And Gene Alley is the batter. Just a fly ball, Gene. Gene 0 for 2 reached on the error. That was the second error, by the way, for the Reds. Here's Maloney now. And the pitch to Veale. 6-5 right-handed. Fly ball right, that's going to be it. It's deep enough for Oliver to tag. Caught by Rose. And it's a 3-2 ball game. That's a run batted in. And Freddie Patek is the batter. So Maloney allows 2 here in the 7th. The error by Savage, integral part of that. Two outs, nobody on. Maloney now. And the pitch. That's 3-6. And he chops it to second for Chico, who throws it to May. And the side is retired. But 2 runs for the Bucks. And after 7, it's a 3-2 ball game. We've got a ball game here. No doubt about it. Both pitchers have 2 hits and or walks. 2 more this inning for either will send them into endurance. Veale will come out here. Pitch the top of the 8th. What a ball game. It's going to be Bench, May, and Chico here in the top of the 8th. Veale. Dalcanton is available. So is Gibbon. I just got him up and warming. Left-hander. 3-2 Reds, top of the 8th. Here's Veale. And the pitch to Bench. That's 4-6 right-handed. Walked him. So 1 more hit or walk. And Bob Veale is fatigued. Now Lee May. May 2 for 3, the solo home run, singled left on in the 6th. The pitch from Veale. That's 3-11 left-handed, fly ball left field. And Pops is there, 1 away. And now Chico Ruiz. Doubled, walked, and struck out. Switch hitter batting right. Veale. The pitch to Chico. 3-9, left-handed. Oh my, it's a triple. Oh, a triple by Chico. Bench scores. And that's going to be it for Bob Veale. He has reached fatigue. And that is the 4th run allowed by Veale. Veale pitched 7 and 1/3. He's the loser of record now. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 6 hits. He walked 5, struck out 5, and he's allowed 4 thus far. Responsible for Chico on 3rd, and here's Bruce Dalcanton coming out. Veale is the entree. I love, we can go with baseball players who are foods or food products. Veal, lamb, there's others. There's lots of them. Here's Del Canton coming in. He's going to take his warm-ups. He is a right-hander. You got Veale, you got Lamb, you got Oates, Johnny Oates. And there's others. Okay, Del Canton is ready. Here's Woodward 0 for 3. It's Chico on third, 1 out. The pitch from Del Canton. That's 2-6, right-handed, struck him out. And now here's Maloney. He served up Veale. They took a bite out of Veale today. Okay, 2 outs, Chico on third. Here's the pitch from Del Canton. Oh, 1-6, and he struck him out. So he strikes out both batters he faces, but a run on the triple by Chico, who brought Bench home. Veale allows 4 runs. Got Oates, Veale, Lamb. There was a pitcher on Cleveland named Lamb. You got Bob Sherry. I mean, if we could include liqueurs. That's not exactly a food product, but you know. Here's Maloney now, and there's going to be a hitter for Del Canton. To lead it off. Lou Marone, not Gibbon. Lou Marone will be the new pitcher. Trout, there you go. There, now you're talking. I think there was a bass, wasn't there? Let's see who's coming in to hit. Against Maloney, the right-hander. It's going to be Carl Taylor. Absolutely Carl Taylor. So Taylor steps in to lead it off as a pinch hitter for Del Canton, and it's a 4-2 ball game. Still a close ball game. Got Trout. Here's Maloney now. He's 2 hits and or walks away from fatigue. Here's the pitch to Taylor. That's 1-5, and that is a drive hit out into the gap, and it's a double. A double for Taylor to lead it off. One more hit or walk, and he is fatigued, Jim Maloney. And there's going to be a hitter for Carl Taylor. A runner for Carl Taylor. He is a 1-8 here in the bottom of the 8th. Coming in to run is Gary Kolb. Gary Kolb doesn't get much action. He hit 081, 37 at bats, but he's a 1-14. He's about the best they got, so among others. So Gary Kolb is on second with nobody out, and here's Matty Alou. Mateo is the tying run at the plate. It's a 4-2 ball game. Here's Maloney trying to keep his endurance. The pitch to Alou. That's 6-7, left-handed, grounds it to first, holding Kolb, and there's one away. Now Richie Hebner, left-handed hitter. The coffee is out. Here's the pitch to Hebner. 2-9. And he grounds it back to Maloney. Holding Kolb. 2 away. And here's Pops. Now, if he pops one, that'll tie it up. Pops 1 for 3, a double. Left on in the first. Maloney. And the pitch to Pops. That's 1-6. Oh, it's a fly ball to left field. And Savage makes the catch. And the side is retired. Maloney is refreshed. His endurance is refreshed. We've gone 8. It's a 4-2 ball game. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to make a half pot here. I know that's because I just don't feel like going on without a drug. So Marone will be the new pitcher here in the top of the 9th. Yeah, Kathy Harden. And it'll be the top of the order for the Reds. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th, it will be Clemente, Oliver, and Sanguillen. It's a good ball game, 4-2 game. I'm gonna make some coffee here. And whoops. We'll get back in just a bit here. Oh, Lord. We're here in the early morning here. We're for the early birds. This is an early bird special, folks. And this turned out to be a good ball game. So good that I need to make some coffee before I even go on. I'll be back, folks. Just takes a minute. Woo! It's a tough ball game. Just an 8 cup. And if it's okay with all of you, I'm going to wait for that to brew. It doesn't take long because I need my coffee while we play. I'm not sitting here waiting for it. Tell you what, well, that coffee is brewing. I think I'll just step outside for a minute. And we'll be back in just a few minutes while that coffee's brewing, and we're going to hit the 9th inning in a 4-2 ball game. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Oh, Lord. Oh, wow. That coffee is almost ready, folks. And it's well worth it to wait. Maybe not for all of you, but sure is for me. Lou Marone will come in, pitch the 9th to try to not add any more runs for the Reds. He's a left-hander. Taking his warm-ups on the mound, and I'll be back in just a moment. Going to get some coffee, use the lavatory. I'm gonna sneak it. Okay, the coffee is ready, Kathy Harden. Lou Marone, the third pitcher for the Pirates, is ready. And Ted Savage steps up to the box. He's 0 for 2, walked twice, scored a run when Tolan hit a home run. A 2-run home run. Okay, here's Marone now. The pitch to Savage. 3-7 left-handed, and he grounds it back to Marone. And he throws it over to Oliver for the out. And here comes Bobby Tolan. Bobby, 1 for 4 with a 2-run home run in the 7th. Okay, Marone now. Here's the windup and the pitch to Tolan now. That's 110 against the left-hander, and he grounds it to first. Oliver has it, and he waves off Marone. He'll take it himself to the bag. 2 away. Marone was there if needed. Here's Pete Rose, 1 for 3 and a walk. Switch hitter batting right against Marone. We have a schnauzer of a ball game. Cleveland, I believe it's Cleveland at Seattle. We'll bog right through it. Hopefully we'll get to that later today. Okay, here's Marone now. And the pitch to Rose. That's 5-10. Switch hitter. Batting right. Grounds it to third X. That's going to be for Hebner. He's a 326. With 2 outs. That's a 4-3. Oh, that's a single 1. It's going to be a base hit, most likely here. Hebner is a 26. That's 4, 5, 6, 26. Looks like it's just going to be a base hit, an S1 none. And that is exactly what it is. It's a base hit, so a 2-out single by Rose, his second hit of the ball game. And here comes Tony Perez. Rose on first, 2 down. Okay, here's Marone now, the pitch to Perez. That's 6-12, right-handed. Fly ball left field. That's for Stargell. Pops a 4-8. Uh-oh. That's 5-4. That's a base hit. It's an S1. And Stargell is an 8. That's 9-10. Looks like it's just going to be a base hit, an S1 none. The hell is S1? What the hell? That was an S1. Maybe it was an S2. Yeah. I guess it was an S2. Yeah, there are no S1s. S2, none. It's a base hit. Runners advance 2 bases. So a single by Perez, and Rose goes to third, first and third. Yeah, it was an S2. And here's Johnny Bench. So Marone got himself in a jam here. Bench clutch situation. Here's Marone. And the pitch to Bench. 5-7 right-handed. Oh my. Oh, it's a base hit. Just barely. Rose scores. That makes it a 5-2 ball game. So 3 straight singles by the Reds. And here's Lee May. Reds looking to split this series with a win here. Okay, Marone, the pitch to May. 2-7 left-handed, walked him. Bases loaded, 2 outs. They'll let him pitch to Chico here. Otherwise, he'll be pulled. Here's Marone. And the pitch to Chico. That's 3-5 left-handed. That's a 1-1 fly to left. And Pops gets under it, makes the catch, and the side is retired. But another run. That doesn't help for the Pirates. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th. It's Cincinnati 5, Pittsburgh 2. Pirates need 3 runs. We have a refreshed Jim Maloney, who's gone all the way. Clemente, Oliver, and Sanguillen. For the Pirates, bottom of the 9th. Here's Maloney. And the pitch to Clemente. 6-7 right-handed, grounds it to third for Perez. He throws it to May. That's 1 away. Maloney 2 outs away from the win here. An early bird special with 3 flags for Oliver. Okay, here's Maloney now. The windup and the pitch to Oliver. 6-7 left-handed, grounds it to first, and May takes it to the bag. So Maloney 1 out away from the win here. Maloney looks in. Bench gives the sign he's ready. Here's the pitch to Sanguillen. 1-9. Grounds it to second. Chico has it. Throws to May. And the ball game is over. It was a very good pitching performance by Jim Maloney. The final score is Cincinnati 5, Pittsburgh 2. The win goes to Maloney. It is his 12th of the season. He went 9, went all the way. He allowed 1, 2, 3 hits. He walked 3, struck out 3, and he allowed 2 runs. The loss goes to Veale. He was sliced up a bit there. Marone pitched 1 inning. He did no help. He allowed 3 hits, a walk, and 1 run. The final line, Reds 5 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. Pirates 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. We'll put this one in the books, Kathy Harden. The Reds will move within 10.5 games of the Atlanta Braves, who are playing later today on this date. And the Pirates now, they are 8.5. Have a great morning, Kathy. Thank you. Pirates now 8 1/2 games, their lead over St. Louis. And they're playing, and they can cut that to 8 with a win. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. And I'll catch you all next time.